ever fall to the darkness, my brothers. They cast out their disguise, and reality is manipulated. They bring forth the darkness before the dawn, and they create wastelands before our very eyes. This walking damnation begins. Awoken are the soulless metal monstrosities, and they know nothing but hatred. Their tombs cast open and besiege the light that protects. Our cities lie waste, a ruin of the past. Emperor protects, but I fear it is not enough. The Necrons have arrived.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's battle report. So we've got the Necrons versus the Ultramarines in a 500 point open war game. So this is what we've drawn. The standoff is our objective, blackout is the twist, and this is the deployment zone. Because the Ultramarines are slightly underpowered, they get a ruse card. Excellent. So we're going to have a quick look at the armies. We're going to start with the Ultramarines, and then we're going to have a look at the Necrons, and then we're going to move the troops.
So we've got 485 points of Ultramarines. So leading the charge is my chaplain, and my chaplain is a master chaplain person, master of the sanctuary, that's it. And he knows the catechism of fire, the citation of focus, and he's got his litany of hate. He has also got the Tartarian cloak and iron resolve. Then we're going to jump over to here. We've got a standard assault variant intercessor squad. And one of them has got the grenade launcher because free upgrades, and the sergeant has got a plasma pistol. Then we jump over again to the heavy intercessors. Now these heavy intercessors, they have got the Hellstorm bolt rifle variant, which is the Assault 3 loadout. There's a heavy bolter version of that in there. And at the very far back, we have got my Redemptor Dreadnought with all the mods and cons that he's allowed to have because they're free.
Okay, so we've got 495 points of Necrons coming in. Metheric Dynasty, which gives us the extra 3 inches on our range and something to do with the armour penetration. The Royal Warden then has a Veil of Darkness relic, and his Warlord trait is the Implacable Conqueror, which allows the 6-inch aura for re-rolling charge rolls. Moving across, we've got our Technomancer, and he's got a cloak, so he's got the extra movement and the fly keyword, and we've spent 2 command points, and those 2 command points have been spent. One is to give us Nano Scarb Casket, which gives us an extra 1 on our Living Metal ability, and then we've also gone for Enduring Will, which I think most people know that because that's quite a standard warlord trait there. And then we're going on to 20 warriors, going further back. These have got the... they're equipped with gas reapers, so it's the 12-inch range, and then obviously with the additional 3 inches, it's the 2 shots and better armor piercing. And then we've got some destroyers as well, which has got the plasma sight with them, and because of points I've been able to bring an extra destroyer, so there's 4 in that squad there. Nothing extra with them. Okay, so let's go on to deployment.
So we have deployed our troops. So we've got the Necrons at the back, and then in the bottom far right corner you've got the Ultramarines. We've put our objective markers down, so they're 6 inches away from the edge. Chris, where's yours?
1 second, let me run all the way across our new board from urbanmats.com, and it's just behind here, which I now control.
Just hiding. So we're playing it that we basically put our flag into it, and so we can move off it. I know that's not how you do it in 9th, but that's how we've always played it, and we like it. So let us know what you would do in this situation. Would you put the flag in it, or would you keep it that your troops are on it, so therefore you own it?
And what would you like to see for 10th?
Oh yeah, what would you like to see for 10th? So I think the rumours is it's a flag, isn't it?
So we're just getting ready and we're ahead of the curve.
We're ahead of the curve. So we're going to roll off to see who's going to go turn 1. Okay, so that's a 5 to Chris and a 2 to me. So Chris, turn 1 or turn 2?
Turn 2, please.
Oh, okay, interesting. Then we'll be back once I've moved my troops, the troops, and done all the rest. We're back, and everybody has moved within their capacity. So during my command phase, the chaplain did a little bit of a sing, and he successfully sung one song, which is the Rites of something of Focus, that one that's upside down. He tried to do another song, but it failed. And I also spent a command point on the Ancient of the Wisdom, I think it is, for the Dreadnought at the back, which allows him to reroll hit runes within a 6-inch aura. So we're going to do some shooting. We'll be right back. Question. Do I automatically get this, or do I have to roll to get this? Roll a 3. Either way, I've not played it. I don't know. Let me know. So we suddenly just realised that we can't do any shooting, or I can't do any shooting, after I started measuring everything out.
Oh, we got very excited. It's like, I'm in range of everything. I was like, no, you're not.
And then suddenly 18 inches, because it's night time, isn't it, or something?
It's blackout.
Blackout, yeah.
So the maximum range of all shooting and psychic is 18 inches.
So I can't do anything onto the Necrons turn 1.
And we'll be back after I have moved the troops.
Just realised that I spent a command point on Wisdom of the Ancients for no reason.
What, this turn?
Yep, this turn. Oh well. Because obviously you can only fire 18 inches. And I couldn't see anything. Oh god, there's a lot of Necrons coming.
Okay, so command phase wise, my Royal Warden has selected the warriors so that if they get tagged into combat, they can fall back and shoot. We believe it doesn't say any penalties, so we believe that means there's no penalties for them. They've used the Veil of Darkness relic ability, and they've dropped onto this objective to secure it. The destroyers have advanced forward here. The plasma sight, we had to re-roll the advance roll for that, so I've used a command point because otherwise it would have been out of unit coherency, but we've got there. And then my Technomancer has flown its 10 inches with its cloak, just to bring up the rear a little bit there. So that's the command phase done, that's the movement done, and now we can move on to shooting. Okay. We are just within range because of the additional 3 inches that we get from being Mephiric. Joe, you want to interrupt?
Yes, I'm going to spend Unyielding in the Face of Foe, purely for the fact that it gives me a +1 to my saving throw, and I'm going to need it. So that's a command point spent, and I'm spending it on my heavy intercessor guys.
Good.
Hopefully it's going to help.
So everything's in range bar one of the warriors. So it's double. It's 2 shots per one, so that's 19. So 2 of those is 20, 37 shots, something like that.
Something like that.
So maths. Okay, can you see my balls in the shot?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to be hitting on 3s.
Oof.
Okay, so this many went through, that many failed up here. So we're going to start to roll now, and we're wounding on 4s. And because of the command protocols, 6s will improve on penetration.
So we'll do them separately. So -2 AP down to -1 because of my unyielding in the face of foe. So I need 4s to shrug. So 3 went through, and then 5 with. Was it 5?
Yep, with the higher AP.
So that's 3 down to 2. So 5 5s. Oh, they all go through. Oh
dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So after that heroic attempt to shrug off all of those APs, it did not work. 2 bravely died in front of the chaplain. You will be remembered, brother. You will be remembered.
We'll sing a song for him.
We'll sing a song for him.
So my Royal Warden that's in the middle of the warriors here, is going to go into the same unit. So it's a rapid fire 2. Listed skill of 3. Both went off. Wounding on 4s. 1 went through. AP -2, so sugar on a 4.
Yep. Troops.
Nice.
Try that one again.
Oh.
6. Shrugged it off.
Well done. That was a bit 2 damage. It did definitely be deed.
Definitely.
That's
We
nice.
survived another day.
Okay, so that's the end of shooting phase. Reasonably successful, quite happy with that. This is just out of the 18-inch limit. No shooting, everything else is shot. Moving on to charges, so they advance, so they can't. These guys are going to stay put. They're just going to weather the storm, hopefully. So that's the end of Necron turn 1. On to Ultramarine.
Turn
2.
So at the end of turn 1, we are now moving on to points. So you score 2 points.
Yep, so we get 1,
1,
2.
2. That's double, isn't it? In the centre. I think it says so on here. I just can't see where it says.
So 1 point in your own.
Oh, yeah. 2 victory points if they control the objective marker in the centre. So you're on 3 victory points.
Do they stack? Or is it like you get 1 if you got 1, 2 if you got that? So
you get 1 point for that.
Yeah.
2 points for that. And then you would get 3 points if you were in mine as well.
So does it say there's a maximum points you can score in each turn?
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. So I've got 3 victory points, you got 1.
Woohoo! Anyway, let's do some moving and stuff. Back, and Chris, you'll never guess what I did. So I didn't. My chaplain did a song, and that worked. That's the citation of focus. And then he tried to do another singy song, but it failed because he forgot the words. Lol. And then I spent a command point on Wisdom of the Ancients.
You said I forgot the words.
Yeah.
Go on.
And then because they've got assault weapons and they've got assault weapons, I advanced both of them and it worked. Go me. Normally I roll 1s.
Or you forget completely that you can advance them.
Yeah, or I forget. The Redemptive Dreadnought, he doesn't need to advance. He's got 8 inches. So we've just moved up and we are going to do some shooting. Are you ready?
Yes.
So we're going to start with the heavy intercessors firing into the warriors. Because they've advanced, they suffer the penalty. So they are what they're doing. They're hitting on 4s. So first of all, I'm going to fire the heavy variant, the Hellstorm Heavy Bolter. So going off on 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So all 4 go through. Strength of that is a 5. Toughness of these guys is a 4, is that right?
Toughness is 4.
Toughness is 4. So I'm wounding on 3s. Oh, that was not as good. So 2 go through. It is minus 0 AP.
Saving throws a 4. What should one?
Okay. 2 damage.
Is that the end of your shooting profile bits?
The end of his, but not the end of the squad.
Okay, that's fine.
So I've got these 2 to fire now.
So 1 goes down, and we'll put his wound into the pool.
Yeah, 1's having a little lie down. Then we are going to fire the rest of the Hellstorm on 4s. Oh, that is not very good at all.
But it's good for me.
Actually, no, it is. So that, I've just realised, because of the priest, so that becomes a 4. Oops, that's a 1. That becomes a 4 because it's 3, so plus 1. That becomes a 5, doesn't really matter. Wounding on 4s, and that's 2 that go through minus 0 AP.
So sugar on 4s again. Oh. Are you finished for the...
Yeah, finished with this squad, so you may now use your reanimation protocol.
Reroll in rolls of 1. 2 get up, 1 stays down. Well done, you got rid of 1.
Woohoo! Right, and we're going to move on to my other intercessors. We're going to spend a command point for rapid. We're going to spend 2 command points for rapid fire, so I'm out of rolls on my intercessors. So I've also just realised that I'm in my second doctrine, so I get plus 1 to my assault weapons, plus 1 AP to my assault weapons, which I forgot. My fault. Right, so I know there's too many rules for Space Marines at the moment. I'm looking forward to 10th edition when they simplify it. No, simplified, not simple or some rubbish like that. Okay, right. So the assault intercessors, who will be firing twice eventually, are going to fire into the warriors. They are they're hitting on 4s because they did move. And because they're within range of my Redemptive Dreadnought, who's got Wisdom of Ancients, I can reroll any 1s. So re-rolling these. That'll do. Wounding on 4s. That is 4 with minus... Hang on, I've forgotten. Minus 1 AP. Just minus 1 AP.
On a 5 then. So shoved 1, took 3.
Woohoo! That's it. You can do your reanimation protocol.
So 1 stays up, or gets back up. 2 get back up.
Oh.
1 drops, and a tree falls.
And a tree falls.
But was anyone here to hear it? Did it fall?
Yes. 18 Necrons.
18 Necrons still
And some other
standing.
guys. Okay. And then Redemptor Dreadnought. So we're swapping cameras because there's a lot of dice involved. So he's going to fire into the warriors because it kind of makes sense. So he's going to do his Frag Storm grenade launcher. It's an assault D6. There's more than 10 there, so it's 6 go through because of blast. 6. So going off on 3s. Can't re-roll the 1. That's what you mean. We are then wounding on 4s. So 5. So 1 goes through.
Any arm piercing?
None.
Shrugging on a 4. 2.
Excellent.
Take it.
So we're going to go on to the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon into the warriors. We're not doing very good today, but here we go. Wounding, hitting on 4s. Taking the scenery with me. And we are wounding on 3s because it's a 6 and you're a 4. So 2, 4, 6 go through, minus 1 AP.
So 6 saving throws, shrugging on 5s. Okay, managed to save 1.
Then Icarus rocket pods. This is a blast weapon as well. So all 3, 2 go through, and wounding on 3s again. Ooh, 1 goes through, minus 1 AP.
Shrugging on a 5. That's a shame.
And then we're moving on to the onslaught Gatling cannon. So the other one before that was the heavy. So this is the small one, and it's a heavy 8. Going off on 3s. Ooh, there's a 2, cheeky. And then we are again wounding on 3s. So 4 go through, minus 1 AP, doing 1 damage each.
4 saving throws, shrugging on 5s. Oh no. Ready? Okay, so just going to do all my reanimation rolls. So it's 5s and 6s, resurrect, re-rolling 1s. Good. So we've lost 7 of our warriors. So that's 1, 2, 3. I don't think we need to build this part.
Yeah, we do.
4, 5,
Keep removing them.
6, 7.
And how many is that left?
How many is that left? That's left, I'm going to say 13.
Quick question.
No.
Are you sure you want to remove all them because is he in unit coherency?
Oh, good job. Thank you.
You're welcome. Because I'm kind and we don't know what we're doing.
You're kind and generous rule.
There we go. I forgot that my where's this guy? My chaplain has got an Absolver bolt pistol, so going off on a 3, that's a 6. Wounding on a 3, and that's a 6 again. So that is minus 1 AP going in on your warriors.
Got dice don't count.
Yeah, got dice don't count.
What were you saying?
Minus 1 AP, just 1 shot.
Shrugging on a 5? No.
There's a 1.
Reanimation protocol? No.
Off he goes. And that's my shooting done.
We have a morale test to do.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Now I'm just going to.
Been ended about.
I'm just thinking whether I'm going to do some some charging. Because there's only the Redemptor Dreadnought that can charge. Let me have a think. So the Redemptor Dreadnought, he's charging into the warriors. He got in with a 9.
Yep.
And you're.
I'm doing Overwatch, which
Okay.
should have been done before you rolled your charge roll.
That's alright.
You raced on ahead.
I did.
You got excited.
Well, you weren't too sure whether you were going to do it, so I moved.
Okay, so we're 22 shots coming in, hitting on 6s.
1,
4.
2, 4, 4. Okay.
Wounding on 5s. 2.
2.
Minus 3 AP because of the...
Minus 3 AP, okay. So shrugging off on 6s. Ooh, 1, 6, 2, 2. How much damage?
1 damage.
Oh, okay. So 1 damage. I'll take that. Okay, and now
Softening things up a little bit, ready?
we're going to do some punching.
Uh-oh.
So the Redemptor Dreadnought has successfully took the charge, got shot once. He can take it. This guy is like a legend amongst men. And he is going to do some punching with his fists. So we are punching on 3s. And it is times 2, so it's 14. So we are wounding on 2s, I assume. That's all 4 go through at minus 3 AP.
No saving for that.
Okay, do you want to take reanimation?
Have you finished your fighting protocol?
Punching, yes, yeah.
Yep. So 5s and 6s to shrug. Ooh, 2 stayed alive and 2 dropped. You're better off standing back and shooting me.
I think so.
Okay, so I've got 9 hits coming back in. So hitting on 3s. So wounded on 4s. Got 1 in.
Woohoo. Any armor piercing?
Is the fuck.
Oh, it went through. It's a 1.
Nice.
Is that 1 wound, I imagine?
No, it's 12 wounds.
Okay.
There's
1
no
then.
profile for it. It's a warrior.
1. 1 punched him.
You literally went for the easiest target and didn't do that well.
I know, right? I know. Well, the warriors took revenge, and one of them managed to successfully hit the dreadnought in the kneecap. Ouch. Successfully ending the end of the Ultramarines turn 2 and onto the Necrons turn 2.
And we'll be back once we have moved the troops.
Completely fluffed up. I put the car down, forgot it. We've moved past it, so we're just going to move on to the next turn.
Moved quite far past it.
Spent 2 command points and didn't even use it.
Okay, so we are back. We have moved the troops and we've done the command phase. Starting with the command phase, so my dude here, my Technomancer, has brought 3 warriors back because he was just within 6 before we started. Royal Warden and everyone have pulled back as well. And also the Royal Warden has selected these to be able to pull back and shoot again, basically. And then we've moved the destroyers ready to come in for a little attack, as we know. And I think that's pretty much it.
Excellent.
And we will be back once we have moved the troops.
Again.
No, we won't.
Shot the troops.
We'll be back once we have shot the troops. So we've said that the Royal Warden doesn't say that you suffer. Normally it would. So we're still hitting on 3s. We're going to be shooting. We're going to target into this unit here just to throw you off.
Oh, my little guy.
Okay. Where am I rolling into?
Yeah, go for it.
Hitting on 3s.
Destroying the terrain on a 1.
Wow. Okay, so we're wounded on 4 because the weapon strength is 5 and your toughness is 5.
Mm-hmm. So 5 with minus 2, did you say? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, yeah. Oh, just don't want to roll them. So 5s. You hear my voice? I'm terrified.
4 went through, 1.
Okay.
1 shrugged.
And then 2 with the higher AP because of the 6s over there.
And that's on my, yeah.
Shrug 1, took 1.
Okay, so we've got 2 wounds left, is it?
Yes, how much damage is it?
1 damage each.
Yeah, yes, it's got 2 wounds left and we keep knocking over that terrain.
Okay, so the Staff of Light's going to target in now just to try and finish him off.
So it's just this guy here.
With the Technomancer. And he's going to shoot into here.
And he's like, hold up, I got this. Okay, I'm ready.
I think the priest dude's like, you can't see me, I'm behind them.
He's singing a song, he's like, oh.
Hit on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Oh, not good. 1 went through. Minus 2 AP.
Shrugging off on a 5, and that's a 5. We've shrugged it.
Unfortunate. Okay, that's the end of shooting onto charging. So my Scorpec destroyers are going to charge into the walker.
Excellent.
It's a bit silly rolling, but
so I'm not taking Overwatch because I've got no command points. And as you said, it's a bit silly rolling because, I mean, you can't fail that.
Do you want to roll it anyway just to make sure?
It's up to you.
Just for the Karens out there.
Oh, look, you're in. Let's do this.
So we're going to start with my destroyers then. So off camera we rolled for my plasma sight at the back. He rolled a 3, so he increases 1 to the attacks and the strength characteristics, and it didn't blow up because it was blown up on a 1.
Okay.
We're going to start off with the Hyperphage Reap Blade, which is one of the models. So 4 attacks coming in. It's going to hit on 3s. Okay, so all 4 went through. So with the strength on that one is +2. So it's 5 up to 6, 7, 8. Your toughness is 7. So now we're wounded on 3s. And 1 failed. 3 went through. Arm piercing -4.
Ooh.
Can you save it?
No.
What about with your ancients thing? Does that give you anything?
No, that just reduces damage by 1.
Okay, so that's a flat 3 damage per one. So that's 3, 6, 9. So it reduces by 1, did you say?
Yeah, each.
So that would be 2, 4, 6 wounds. Ouch. So now we'll move on to the Hyperphase Thrashers. So this one makes 1 additional attack when you fight with this. So that's where we just add 1, not 1 per attack. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've got on my Death Guard we have the Flesh Mower, don't we?
Which is the extra ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my Redemptive Dreadnought is taking a beating.
Well, it's going to take a bit more, hopefully. So we're up to 4 attacks per model, and I've got 3 of those. And then I get 1 additional with each one because of the fact that the Hyperphage Thrashers. So that actually puts me at 5 attacks for each of those. 15 attacks. It's a weapon skill of 3. So hitting on 3s. Okay, and then now it's strength is user, so that's 6. Your toughness was 7, so I'm hitting on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you need Death Guard around. So 6s with the extra AP.
So how many went through?
So out of all those 15, 3 of them went through.
And they've got the extra AP, is that right?
So the ones with 2 of them have got the extra AP, so you can't shug those.
Okay.
So because that puts it to AP4, and the 1 has an AP3. Can you shrug that?
Yes, on a 6. And I don't shrug. So
okay, it's a flat 2 damage each one. So did you say you reduce 1 of the damage?
yes.
So it brings it down to 3 damage. So you've got 2 wounds left.
Wow.
And then no, I'm kidding. That's the end of my fighting. You can now retaliate.
Well, I'm going to try, but I mean,
Punch.
he's struggling.
Do you degrade with all of this?
He degrades a lot, yeah.
So you're basically hanging by nuts and bolts at the minute. Just
yes.
a bit of gaffer tape.
Yes.
You're like, bring the Tech Marine in. Bring the Tech Marine.
We've got 5 attacks because of shock assault because you charged me, and we're going off on 5s.
Oh,
2 go through. That's better than nothing. And 14 strength times 2. What's their toughness?
5s.
5s. So we're wounding on 2s.
Yep.
That's 2 that go through minus 3 AP, doing D3 damage plus 3 each.
Okay. D3 damage plus 3.
Yeah.
Right. So
shrugging on a 6.
Didn't work. Can I add the 3 together to make a 6?
No. So D3 plus 3. So that's 4. Is that 1 dead?
D3 plus 3.
And then that's a 3 and another 3. So 6.
Yep. And they've got 3 wounds each.
So 2 dead.
There's no point rolling them, was there?
There was no point rolling though.
So 2 die. So we'll take these 2 out. Because obviously that Reap Blade needs to stay there.
Just consolidated him. Just moved him a little bit more. Pure the fact that he's wobbling is annoying me. There we go. Oh well.
The anti-vehicle bollards are doing their job.
They're doing their job. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my turn.
And on to...
Yep, so on to points.
Oh, points. Yes. At the end of turn 2, we are... well, this is where we're at. You've got 2 for that, 1 for that.
Yep.
To go with, you're already 3, so you're on 6.
Yep.
I'm on 2. The Ultramarines are not doing very well. Let's see if we can turn this around in turn 3.
Turn 3.
Let's go. Let's move the troops. And try not to cry. back after we've moved the troops and we've done some weird and wonderful stuff. So we've actually, before I tell you what we've done, my chaplain did a song and it worked, and then he did another song and it failed. He seems to only be able to remember one at a time.
He's a simple fellow.
He is.
It's because he's got that skull, but his brain's actually rotted away.
So we advanced these guys. They've ran up the board, aiming to get that little cheeky objective there.
Cheeky little fella.
The Redemptor Dreadnought has decided to stay where he is for now. Ouch. And these guys have moved up in hope of getting some combat here. Yes, you got your finger up.
Has your Redemptor Dreadnought accepted the fate that he's going to die?
Yes.
Decided he's going to tie up my destroyers to buy time for his brothers.
You read my mind. Also, he can fire in close combat. I know his profile is atrocious at the moment, but every little helps.
Well, I mean, one or two. It's come down to the dice roll before.
Absolutely. Right. So on to shooting, and we'll be right back once I've shot the troops. I'm going to roll over here. So my heavy intercessor is going to throw a grenade into there. There's 11, so he's going to fire the frag grenade, which is a blast. So that's all 6 shots go through. It's better than nothing. So going off on 3s. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a 6. Strength of that is only a 3. Toughness is 4, so 5 and above, and it's a swing and a miss. Should have shot them. That was a bit rubbish, really, wasn't it?
For you, for me, it was quite good.
Okay, alright, I'm going to change my plan. And we're then going to use the Chaplain's Absolverbolt pistol. And that goes off on a 3. That's a 5. Strength of that. Wounding on 4s.
Nice.
So 6 goes off.
And
minus 1 AP.
So shrugging on a 5. 6 shrugged it.
Actually, I'm in my pistol melee combat, so it's minus 2 AP.
Okay. 6 shrugged it.
Alright. Okay. So he's going to fire the Frag Storm grenade launcher. It's a D6 into these guys. So that is 3 shots that go through. Well,
Ready.
So ballistic skill is a +5, and none of them go through. Next is the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. So 5 pluses. Wow, that's terrible.
Ooh, one's come through.
Hang on, don't roll just yet. So, what's their toughness?
5.
Oh, okay. So that's a 6, so failed. I couldn't think then. Oh, wow.
Down to this last one.
D3 for the Icarus rockets. So that's 1 shot. Rubbish. So that's 5. Oops. That's a 5. Wounding on a... What did you say toughness was again?
5.
You just said, okay, so 5s. That's a 6, so that one goes through. That's minus 1 AP.
Shrugging on a 5. That's a 1. Went through.
Ooh, 2 damage.
2 damage. Ooh, okay. So down to 1 wound left on one of them.
And last but not least, the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, the little one. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 5s. Oh.
1.
1.
Be enough to finish off one of my destroyers.
Might be. Wounding on a 5. It's a 2 and it fails.
Okay.
That's the end of their shooting phase. And then we'll use my intercessors that are over there, and they're going to fire at your warriors from behind.
So these guys come in down and into the warriors because you can't shoot into combat. Boom.
So their ballistic skill has gone up to a 4+ because they ran away or they ran off.
Still pretty good shooting.
Yeah, not too bad.
Some would say the marine speciality is running off for shooting.
Wounding on... Hang on, I've forgotten what it is.
4s?
Yep, 4s. 5 go through, minus 0 AP.
So shrugging off on 4s. Oh, we shrugged off all but 1.
Oh.
That's reanimate.
Dice squads are in your favour today.
Didn't reanimate, so 1 dies.
Yay! Right. declaring my charges. So these two are going to charge into your warriors.
I have no command points.
Excellent. So the sergeant, where are you, my little sergeant on my data sheet? Here we go. Got 3 attacks plus 1. What?
You're going to attack thin air.
Oh yeah.
You need to roll to see if they can get in.
Right.
I think you're in, but yeah. Just do it for the Karens.
5.
Yeah.
2. Call him
He's
Tintin.
just in rather than Tintin. Okay, Joe, now you can do your attacks.
I also
Such an excited
I
puppy.
completely forgot the whole thing. I spent a command point on him having a master crafted weapon. So his health storm was a little bit, it was 2 damage, not 1. But never mind, it made no difference. Right. So 3 plus shock assault. So punching on 3s. Oh, hang on, just pause.
Play.
I forgot about my litany of hate, so I can re-roll
Hit rolls of.
hit rolls. It rolled 1 again.
I think it was meant to be.
Strength is 4, toughness is 4, so
Yeah.
wounding on 4s, and the world hates me. Right, come on, Chaplain, you can do this. So 4 plus shock assault, and he is hitting on 2s. Didn't spend a command point on him. So that is, 4, 5, 6. So hitting on 3s. 2 go through, minus 2 AP, doing 2 damage each onto your warriors.
2 saving throws, shrugged on 6s. Didn't manage it, so it doesn't matter about the 2 damage because I have 1 wound left. Reanimation protocols, but 2 died.
Yay.
5.
As Chris just said, sorry, that 5 are in range. The other ones aren't.
No, 3s.
Sorry, who are they attacking first of all?
We'll just try to him.
Okay. So 3s.
Wounded on 5s. Wounded on 5s. Ooh, we've got 2 to go through. No arm piercing, standard saving throws. Come on, 1s.
On 3, shrug them both off.
That's a shame.
For you. And now we're going to resolve this beautiful battle with my Redemptor Dreadnought that's on 2 health. I hope he explodes.
Okay, so my big reap blade's coming in, finishing off the job. He's like, don't worry, I've got this. So, we are going to... Oh, before we do this, actually, I think we're in a new fight phase, so I need to roll for the plasma sight, don't I? To make sure I actually get the buff. So we'll do that first.
Okay.
It automatically goes off, but if I'd have won, it would explode, but it hasn't.
Sweet.
So we get the extra attack and we get the extra strength. We've got 4 attacks coming in, and it's hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the 1s. All 4 went through. So we're wounded on 3s, thank you to our little plasma sight thing. I'm bringing that every time. All 4 went through. And it's minus 4 AP, so you can't shrug.
Can't save, so he explodes on a 6. That's a 4. He doesn't explode. And down falls the dice, as well as the Redemptor Dreadnought. But in other news, my Ruse card does allow me to bring back a new unit.
Really?
Yep, select 1 unit from your army
Because
that's
we're
been destroyed
10-point difference.
and return it to the battlefield during the reinforcement steps of your movement phase. Set it up solid within your deployment zone. So, we'll do that. At the beginning of my turn, your phase.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's a bit overpowered, given that there was a 10-point difference.
Well, it says unit.
495 and 485, but okay. Oh, I could consolidate, can't I?
Yeah.
It's just closer to the enemy unit. That's those.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Yeah.
Why are you filming this part?
Because this part is fun. Look at these lovely things that Winters gave us. He gave us these.
Our friend Winters.
Our friend Winters. Isn't he nice? Anyway. Your turn?
I won't say you gave it, I'll say you paid for services rendered, you know what I'm saying? Edit that bit out.
Nope. I got really confused and I thought it was at the end of Chris's turn, and it's not. It was the end of my turn. So Chris has got his whole turn to go. Oh my God. Anyway, so we'll be back after Chris has moved the troops.
Yeah.
Have you moved the troops?
Pardon?
Are you moving the troops?
Yes, I will be, and I'll still need to regain a lost wound, so
Alright.
there's one wound left on
Alright, then we'll be back. Bye.
Welcome back. So, with the impending doom that is Joe's ruse card that he got for 10-point difference, just saying, and knowing that Redemptor Dreadnought is going to be coming back, we need to basically table him now and destroy him. So, my destroyers have ran up there like not so fast. They've taken out that Dreadnought and then they're like, who's next? Living Metal came in at command phase, so they got one wound back. At the end of the movement phase, my Technomancer has given him D3. He only had one left, so that's returned. So they're back up to full health. Before we moved during the command phase, we got an additional 3 warriors back to the party. So they've come back and they've fallen back, and the Royal Warden here has selected them during the command phase to allow them to shoot. So they've pulled back and then they're going to fire in. Mm-hmm. The idea being is we're just going to take care of business.
Yes.
So on to shooting. So the first lot of shooting is going to be the Royal Warden who's going to shoot into your champion dude.
Wait, who?
Royal Warden, champion.
Sergeant,
okay. Champion, whatever he is. He's got some champion thing, hasn't he?
He's got a master crafted weapon which is no use at all.
Well, we want that, so let's shoot him off the board. So hitting on 3s, both are hitting. Strength is, I believe it's 5.
Toughness is 5.
So wounded on 4s. Both go through. Armour piercing, I believe, is -2.
So -2 you said, yep. So I am on, 3, 4, 5, so 5s. Oh, they both go through.
Each,
he's
so
dead.
Deed. Job done. And you'll realise why I use my Warden first.
Bye-bye. Hold the line. Move the troops. Anyway.
So you'll be realising why I chose to shoot that first. 11 again. How does this keep coming out at 11?
Keep killing them. They keep coming back, and it's always 11. I just think you're just not removing the right amount. Let us know in the comments if Chris is cheating and not removing all of his warriors. Or I'm just being a sore loser.
In your defence, Joe.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel too bad because you're not used to losing.
Yeah.
Especially to the Necrons.
Yeah, well, since you updated your battle scribe, you've got a lot harder to kill.
Yeah. Turns out, if you've not updated your battle scribe recently, like every time you log on to it, you might have a problem with your battle scribe that requires you to manually update it. I was about 11 updates out of date, which I think was why Joe was tabling me so much. So, yeah, helpful tip to anyone there.
I still enjoyed the victories. Come on, roll your
22
dice.
22 shots.
Come on.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay. Where are you going?
Well, I just need to double check that because I don't want anyone's...
okay.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Strength is 5.
Okay.
Toughness is...
toughness is only a 4.
Oh, good. So they hit 22 shots. Hitting on 3s.
Oh, gosh.
Wounded on 3s then, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're wounded on 3s. Move that over because that's... Right. There's AP -2 for these and AP -3 for that one dude.
Okay, so I need 5. 1 second.
Yep.
So AP -4.
No.
Saving throws 4, so 3 go through. How much damage?
I think it's 1. Yeah, 1.
Okay, because of my Iron Resolve, on a 6 I shrug them off. Oh. So, oops.
Are we allowed to swear?
Yes, no. So 1 goes through, and it's 1 wound?
Yeah.
And then that one was...
Yeah, the extra AP, so
that takes me up to 5, so I get 5 plus invul save. Oh, that goes through. Roll shrugging off on a 6, and that one goes through.
Yep,
1 damage again.
1 damage.
Oh.
So 4 wounds left.
That'll do me nicely.
After all those 22 bloody shots. Okay, so I'm going to shoot you as well then with the light staff.
With me light staff.
You light staff. Okay, so that's upset me. So my Technomancer is going to shoot you with his light staff. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. All 3 went through, and that's AP -2.
Shrugging off on a 5.
That's better. 2 went through.
2, how much damage is that?
Just checking, it's 1 damage.
1 damage, so Iron Resolve, so 6s, so takes 1. So
now
just
I know how everyone felt about the old disgusting resilience.
so down to he's now on 3 wounds.
Softening you up. We're softening you up. We're getting there.
You're getting there.
Okay.
Now what?
That's it. That's end of shooting. So we're going on to charging.
Okay.
Yeah. So the big reap blades coming into these dudes. So we're hitting on 3s in the raw attacks. We'll re-roll the 1. So that was 3 went through. We're wounded on 2s. So that's all 3 went through. You can't shrug them. -4 AP.
I can't shrug them.
Okay, and I believe they're flat 3 damage each.
Go check. It's important.
You're wrong. 3 damage each.
Okay,
So is that 3 dead movies?
3 are dead.
So I'm one of the dudes. Okay, and then we've got 5 attacks coming in now. So we're hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the 1s. Didn't matter. And then we're going to be wounding on 3s this time, not 2s. So only 2 went through, -3 AP.
Oh, shrugging off on a 6.
No, -3 and -1, sorry. But it doesn't matter.
Okay. So they both go through?
Both went through.
1 damage each?
No, they are 2 damage each.
Are they?
Yeah. Yep, 2 damage each.
So you killed my squad.
So I wiped out your squad.
Yep, wiped out my squad.
Alright then. So I've not quite done what I wanted to do though. So I wanted to table you, and you still have 3 wounds left on this priest. That's the end of Necron's turn 3.
Yep.
On to points.
Yep. You are steamrolling. Is that a saying?
So this one, you are on it. However, my Necrons are within 3 inches, comfortably.
Yep.
Sorry, that did move forwards.
And they have objectives secured.
And they've got objectives secured. So I'm still controlling that one. So I get the 2 points for that and 1 point over here because you didn't quite make it over there.
Nope.
And you get a point for this one.
Yeah, are you keeping track of the points? I've completely forgotten already. So you're on 9.
So
I'm
3,
on
6,
3.
9, and you're on 3.
Yeah.
Moving into turn 4.
Yep.
Do you want to proceed?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because you want to bring this dude back in.
You complained to me last time.
Yeah,
you complained to me last time.
I think we need
to.
Yeah, we don't want to be the people who give up after 3 turns.
No. No matter how bitter and annoyed I sound.
Like I say, it's a rare day because you don't normally lose, especially not to Necrons.
We'll be back with the Ultramarines turn 4 when we've moved the troops and had a little bit of fire. Move the troops and bring back the Redemptor Dreadnought, which kind of feels a bit too much, but we're doing it.
Feels like you kind of need it as well. So.
And I do need it, yeah. Right, we'll be back. And we're back. And basically, in his command phase, he did a little bit of a song because he's got no one to sing it to, but he's trying his hardest, bless him.
He's trying to keep nice and brave. He's like, just sing a song.
Well, he's singing and worked because the dreadnought came smashing through the terrain. I'm back, baby. My tech marine has fixed me up. And he's like, I've been watching Winter's SEO, and that's why I was a bit late. And also, this game mat from urbangamemats.com is beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, it's turned into a bit of Gilliman. Hello. Sorry, I got carried away. On to shooting. Right, so the chaplain is going to use his absolver bolt pistol thing that goes off on a 3+. Well, that's a 6. And I wish. And it wounds on a 3. And that's a big fat 1. It does absolutely nothing. Right. Oh, I've moved the board. Oh.
I guess it's a draw.
Now the Redemptor is going to open fire over there, and I'm going to swap cameras. So we just remembered about the 18 inches.
And just in.
We're just in.
Not in, just in. So closest unit would be my Royal Warden.
Yeah, so we'll start with him. Right, I'm going to throw the camera right here. Are you ready? You're going to catch it. You ready?
Yeah.
War! Do you stats for your Royal Warden?
No. We're filming this.
So, the Redemptor Dreadnought is going to fire into your Royal Warden.
Yep.
So we're going off on 3s. Wounding on, what did you say it was?
It's toughness 5.
Toughness, okay, so 5s. 1 goes through, minus nil AP.
So swinging on 3. Yeah, swinging on 3.
Okay, I'm going to fire the... do you know what? I just realised that's wrong. Did that completely wrong.
Why?
Well, because I rolled 6 shots and it's a D6.
Oh, that's fine.
No, it's not. Well, none of it went through anyway.
Yeah,
so.
but we're not going to re-roll it in case it goes through.
Touche. Okay, right, we're going to fire the Icarus rockets first. Well, that's 3. So, 3s. Oh my god, I'm not doing good at this at all. 4s. No, 3, sorry. It goes through. Minus 1 AP. Mine with terrain.
It's not going well for the train.
No, it's not.
Or you. Oh, went through.
2 damage.
Bloody hell. Okay, so we've got 2 wounds left on him.
I'm now going to use the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, so the light version of it. Go off on, what was it, 3s. Oh gosh. Toughness 5?
Yep.
Yep. So 4s. So 4 go through, minus 1 AP.
So shrugging on 4s. So shrug 2 took 2. Dead.
Woo.
Okay, so you killed my warrior. Not my warrior, my royal warden.
Right.
With his massively OP, bringing a whole bloody Redemptor back.
It does feel a bit OP, but come on, I've got nothing.
Just pause in. Okay, just did a quick measure. He's still in range of these 2 warriors.
That's it.
So they're floating into these warriors.
3 pluses. Oh, this is the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon.
Toughness is 4 on mine.
Yeah, strength is 6, toughness is 4, so wounding on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go through. Minus 1 AP.
So shrugging on 5s. Shrugging on 5s. So shrug 2, and we're taking 4. Right then, so we're just doing reanimation protocols there. So brought 1 back, so 3 have died.
Yay.
That's 3 dead, and you're now out of range, so no more shooting at
I've run out of guns.
Great.
Right, so pointlessly, he's going to charge in. Oh look, he got in. That was actually 11. So he's in. And he's going to do some... He's going to whack him with his stick. His... What's it called? That stick. I forgot what it's called now. Crossius? Is that how do you pronounce it? Right, so he's going to hit them with the magic stick. How many times? 5, and that is a what is that? That's a 2+. Oh, so they all go through. Strength is 5, toughness is 4, so wounding on 3s. So 2 go through, minus 1 AP. Minus 1 AP. 2 go through, minus 1 AP on your warriors.
Shrugging on 5s then. Did you have minus 1 AP?
We get 1, a 1 and a 3.
Reanimation protocols. So 2 more dead.
Yay!
So he was over here, wasn't he?
Yeah, so we're being kind, and Chris had forgotten, not realised that he could bring this guy back. And because my guys come storming through the ruins, we're allowing Chris to bring his guy back. And he's just over here. What do you have to do to bring him back?
So it's resurrection protocols, 1 command point which was just spent. So you can use this on the Necrons, infantry, noble, and noble and character are swapped out.
Yeah,
One of the FAQs, they got rid of the noble, didn't they? And
yeah,
they changed
the
it
data slate or something.
Yeah, to character, that was it. So
something like that.
now he's a character, so he can be brought back. So you roll a d6 at the end of the phase, which we're going back to that phase. If you do, then on a 4+, set that model back up on the battlefield as close as possible where they were destroyed. More than 1 inches from any enemy units on it, with D3 remaining things. So on a 4+, I can bring him back.
That's a 2. So are you retaliating?
So 3's to land. So 1 lands. And then strength is 4, toughness is
4.
So 4's to wound. Didn't wound.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go then.
So is that the end of...
That's the end of,
What points for you?
Points.
Or is it at the end of the turn? It's battle round, isn't it?
Battle round, yes, yeah. So your turn.
Okay. We'll be back after we have moved the troops.
You're not going to move them that far, though, are you?
Well, the thing is I can't get into combat with him.
Yeah, it's too far away.
I don't really need to, but what I can do is I can come and join in the party over here.
That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Right, we'll be back. So what have you done, Chris? Chris got a little bit excited and he's ran off. So I'm going to tell you because he's looking for his things. These guys have fallen back, the warriors. And then in the command phase, this guy did some magic voodoo and some of these guys came back. And then they moved backwards. These guys have moved over here and that guy's moved because he's with them. This little, I don't know what that is, little snake dude there.
Plasmacite?
Yeah, something like that. And then in a minute, they're going to go and across there. They're going to try. But then he's going to subtract 2 because these pebbles are a bit wobbly. Is that about right, Chris?
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it.
Nice.
So we're going to shoot you first. Staff of Light shooting, assault 3. It's hitting on 3s. So I'm targeting into this dude. Hitting on 3s, all 3 landed. Strength of my light is 5, toughness is 4, so wounding on 3s. 2 went through, and it's minus 2 AP.
Plus 5, and both of them go through.
1 damage each, so you're down to. Have you got the reroll thing?
Oh, yeah, you're right. This tree keeps falling over. You need to stick them on bases. 6s, and they both go through.
So down to 3 wounds left.
Down to 3. Down to 3. Come on, there we go.
It's nicely softened up, and let's hope we can make the charges now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I hope you don't.
We'll be moving on to charging phase because Royal Warden got shot off the board, so we can't shoot with these now. So we're going to be charging in here, and we need to roll. I think we said 7, didn't we?
Something like that, yeah.
Shall I quickly just measure?
Yeah, you can measure.
Okay, so we're going to need to roll 8. Oh, 7. So let's measure for 7 inches. Right, so we rolled. So that's 6 inches to get in, but we're going across. So we take 2 off, is it?
Yep.
So that would be 5, which would get us just well. We played it. You had to get within the inch, didn't we?
Yes, yeah,
But then when we played in Winters,
he said no.
so failed.
So failed. Based on Winter's rules. Let us know in the comments if that's correct. Because we weren't too sure, but the man, the legend, the Winters, he knows all. He's the Oracle of Warhammer, so we trusted him.
We wouldn't question him.
We would not, certainly would not. But you guys certainly can. And you do, in the comments. We've seen them, and we like them. You can also comment on us. We're back. Hi.
Okay, so we're going to. That's going to be the end of Necron's turn 4. So we'll move on to points then. So let's just measure here. So from the edge of the thing, did you say 3 inches?
Yep.
Oh, so I actually fell back out of it.
Oh.
So you now control that.
I'm very excited. Hang on one second.
Oh, I don't control it anymore.
1 second.
So a bit of a 4.
Not that I can still win this.
No, you can pull it back now. Cause
So 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on 6, you're on 9, 10. Is that right?
so I get 1 now, yeah.
So you're on 9 onto 10.
Yep.
Then I was on 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
So 6 to 10.
6 to
You're
10.
on 10, I'm on 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to win this.
No. So that's in turn 4. So the question is, do you want to continue to turn 5?
Well, there's no way I can get over there.
No.
No way in hell I can get over there. Even if I...
No, so even if we stayed as we are, and you get the points for this one, and you bring this in, shoot me off, and you take those 2 still, you're still going to be 2 points behind me at the end of turn 5, and we're definitely not going past turn 5.
No, it's getting late.
So are we happy to...
We're happy to say that you've won. Well done.
Oh, of course, finally, Necrons have finally won the game.
Well done. Finally. Well, you've won a couple.
So, we'll just do a quick debrief on what we liked the most, really, just because we keep forgetting to put these in the video.
Okay, so what do you feel went well, Christopher?
Truth be told,
Yes.
it's
like that. I did a little winter to you.
I think I played him really well this time.
You did very
So-
well.
Normally, he either gets shot off the board too quickly because I'm completely misplaying him. But this time I really focused on what his rules were, so I was able to bring back the warriors each time.
Yeah.
Fly over and buff, brought back an extra wound for them.
Yeah.
And then I was able to actually bring them back quite a bit, so I kept them quite close, played them quite well.
You played them very well, to be fair.
I did. This is probably the best I've ever played. So I don't know if Winters is just channeling his influence, because he played a very different army to what I played.
He played Necrons, last time actually. He got these big. So he played Necrons when we went down and battled him, and he had those big bloody destroyers.
So he brought very shooty, no melee, whereas I brought more melee. And the melee really packs a punch. What often happens with those destroyers is you normally target the hell out of them, and stop them coming. This time you got bogged down trying to get the points.
I did.
Kept going into the warriors, and these just ran up and.
Well, to be fair, that's normally my tactic, is because the warriors normally pose the most threat because they come back. They've got so many ways of coming back. They heal, they reanimate. You can bring them back. You can pick them up as well physically and drop them with that veil of. So I try to wipe them off the map completely, just for the fact that they're so bloody hard to kill. And then normally I end up forgetting about these guys because I concentrate on these guys.
They really pack a punch when they want to. Now, the ruse card, that's just more for fun. So please don't anyone get too offended or angry with that.
That's once it goes in focus, that's what it says. You guys pause that and read it. I've not misplayed it. It didn't say.
No, I think people will argue that a 10-point difference isn't enough to warrant a ruse card.
Well,
however,
that's what the rules say.
You've never got to. Well, what does the rules actually say on it?
Whoever's got the lowest points.
Okay, because sometimes.
Hang on, one second. Whoop. So, pause that and have a little look once it goes in focus. And make sure that I didn't cheat. Okay. Anyway.
And to be fair, the ruse cards range from you can deploy outside your deployment zone, all the way through. So it is potluck, it's pulled at random. So
like re-rolls and.
So sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not.
And outflank and.
But if anyone's particularly angry, just remember it didn't actually change the overall outcome of the game.
Dig in or dug in. And
okay, that's enough.
Ambush. No, it didn't change any of the outcome of the game.
So I enjoyed that game, so thank you, Joe.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think went well for you?
My ruse card. So basically, I thought that you would kill my heavy intercessors. So I thought you'd kill these guys first. And then I was going to bring them back, basically over here, basically where he is. And then I was going to zip them up and into there. I didn't think that your destroyers would destroy my intercessors so quickly.
I didn't know it.
I thought they would withstand a little bit, and I thought that you would probably get into the centre a bit. My army would have been better if I had to Psyker, but with 500 points it's really hard. But I spent a bit of time.
And I did keep begging, didn't I? I kept saying,
yeah, you wanted to go
750.
And I said, no, let's stick with 500.
That's because I have a Catan shard that's burning a hole in my pocket.
Well, if you've seen Winter's video, you'll know how Catans go versus.
Turns out I've been sitting on a gold mine of wins.
You have.
Although I don't think the Catan would have been as helpful in this game because I don't know really. I've not played it, but
I think it would have been very good in this game because I've got no psychic.
It's very melee based.
Absolutely, and I've got a small army.
And it moves fast.
Yes. Well, it's a star god, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, so I enjoyed that game, so thank you. Not just because I won, but just because it was a nice, interesting game.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've played a game where we've just got objectives to try and take. We've got these nice, cool objective markers.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Got them off eBay.
Where are they? I'll show you. So we've got,
So we can do it so we can see who's controlling them. And if it's true about 10th edition being planting your flags.
Yeah, these are going to be very, very useful. Assuming I showed the Death Guard one. Assuming that they don't change the size of them. So we didn't say a shout out, so we'll say about the train. So urbanmats.com. So this is what we got sent a free one, but this is one that we paid for. Yeah. It's double sided. It's got these battle lands underneath, and this is I can't remember. cobblestone or something.
Yeah, which it goes very nicely with the Gothic ruins.
Yeah,
Which I think these are resin prints from eBay, aren't they?
So that is a Pegasus. They're called Pegasus Gothic. Pegasus Gothic, and so are these, and so are those ones over there. And then these little half barricades are from March of War.
Yeah.
They weren't free. They were given us. Chris. They weren't free. Chris paid for them.
Yeah.
This was given to us by Winters. We've got a load of them. We've not mentioned it. And then we've got our friend Winters. And we've got some of these that I purchased off eBay. They're a resin lot. Painted them up. You got some nice trees from your cousin.
Yeah, cousin Jordan.
Yeah.
Shout out if he's still watching us.
And then this is from an aquarium fish tank.
I think we've got a bit OTT now.
And this is, I don't know what this is from. I think this is from Age of Sigmar. Oh, and then I 3D printed these things.
Grand. I think we've more than covered that.
Nope, we're going to keep them all in. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe.
Tell your mums.
And don't forget to move the troops. Oh, and listen to our Spotify podcast thingy, me bob.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever else we're doing. Instagram. There's a links at the top of the page. Probably round about up here.
Right, if that's so foolish, it's the other side.
I know. All right. Bye.
Bye.